Tuesday's first video for you. Firstly, Maryland, USA. In Maryland on Monday, Ethiopian and Eritrean diaspora community was due to protest in front of the office of a US congressman against HR 6600. Was there any protest? How many people participated in the protest? Second news story is from Eritrea. We know about Beniam Girme, that he is extremely quick, international star now, a cyclist. But two Eritrean diplomats are quicker than Beniam Girme. They are Usman Saleh and Yemane Gebrevia. They were in Sudan, then South Sudan, and yesterday they were in Chad. Thirdly, an Ethiopian journalist who was detained by unknown persons on the 1st of May has been released. Gobeze Sisay. Who detained him, who abducted him, who released him. And lastly, a family of an ENDF general has leveled some serious allegations against Ethiopian National Defense Force. The family members say that the general might have been poisoned by the army and family is not being given access to the general. Firstly, Maryland, USA, Ethiopian and Eritrean diaspora members were due to protest in Maryland, USA against HR 6600. HR 6600 was passed by US House Foreign Affairs Committee a few weeks ago. Now, in coming days, the bill could be put to vote in US Congress and US House, and this bill proposes some serious sanctions against Ethiopian government. Ethiopian and Eritrean diaspora members, they have been protesting against this bill, while Tigrayan diaspora community and some Amhara diaspora members, they have been protesting in support of this bill. On Monday, a protest was expected in Maryland in front of the office of US Congressman Steny Hoyer. Steny Hoyer is a Democrat, and the bill is reportedly in the hands of this US Congressman, and after his comments, after his approval, the bill will be further processed. There could be voting in coming days about this bill at US House. Now, was there any protest in Maryland? Yes, there was a protest there. You can see some pictures on your screen. The pictures are from Maryland. The protesters, Ethiopian, Eritrean, they gathered in front of the office of Steny Hoyer. It wasn't a very impressive protest. You can see that just a few diaspora members were there. The purpose of this protest was to brief Steny Hoyer about Ethiopian diaspora community's concerns about the bill. And reportedly, Steny Hoyer has announced an appointment with Ethiopian and Eritrean diaspora protesting members for today. So on Tuesday, in coming hours, an online meeting will be held between the diaspora community and US Congressman Steny Hoyer. Ethiopian Eritrean diaspora community members will share their reservations about HR 6600. Let's see what is going to be the response of US Congressman. That remains to be seen. We'll update you after this meeting. A protest was held, but not very impressive. Just a few Ethiopian diaspora members, they turned up for this protest. Now, secondly, viewers, Yemane Gebrevia and Usman Saleh, duo of Eritrea, is busy They're going faster than Beniam Girme. We saw them in Sudan more than 2 weeks ago. They delivered a special message of Isaias Afwerki, Eritrean ruler, to Sudanese General Abdul Fattah al-Burhan. They went back to Eritrea. Once again, they returned to Sudan after a few days. They held meetings with Hamadan Dagalo as well, head of Janjaweed fighters. And from Sudan, they decided to move to South Sudan. They reached South Sudan. They met with Salva Kiir, South Sudan president, and Riek Machar, vice president. Then they held meetings with special advisor to South Sudan president. And after South Sudan, they decided to move towards Chad. Yes, the duo was in Chad yesterday. Usman Saleh and Imane Gabriab once again delivered a special message of Isaias Afwerki, Eritrean ruler, to Muhammad Idris Deby. Muhammad Idris Deby is a general. He is son of Idris Deby, Chadian president who was killed fighting rebels a few months ago. After that, Muhammad is president of military council. He is leading the country, and the duo delegation, two-member delegation of Usman and Jimane met with Muhammad Idris. So, in the past 3 weeks, this two-member delegation has delivered three special messages of Isaias Afwerki. One to Abdul Fattah al-Burhan, Sudanese army chief. The second one to Salva Kiir, South Sudan president. And third one to Muhammad Idris Deby, general of Chadian military. Eritrean engagement with its neighbors, not neighbors as well, with the countries close to Eritrea is increasing. Sudan shares border with Eritrea, but not South Sudan or Chad. It means these visits are linked to regional issues. Yes, Chad and South Sudan both are linked to Sudanese internal issues like what's happening in Darfur and other developments happening in Sudan. So these visits could be related to Sudan's internal crisis, and Eritrea has officially confirmed that it is trying to help Sudanese government find a settlement, reach a settlement with opposition groups for peace in Sudan. But that just shows that Eritrea is a small country, but it has definitely some regional reach as well. Despite being old, both guys are doing a great job, Usman Saleh and Jiman Gibriab. But if they are delivering only these special messages of Isaias Afwerki, it can be done by anyone from Eritrea. So if they are foreign minister and special advisor, they should do more than just sharing pictures of them giving envelopes from Isaias Afwerki to neighboring countries. Thirdly, viewers, an Ethiopian journalist who was detained by some unknown persons has been released. Who is the journalist who arrested him, who detained him, who kidnapped him, whatever you say, and who released him? Gobeze Sisay is the name of the journalist. He was very critical of Ethiopian federal government, Ethiopian PM. He was very critical of Oromia regional government as well, of Oromo Liberation Army too. He worked for ESAT as well. Then he was fired from ESAT last year. He's known for his criticism against the government. On the 1st of May, he was abducted because no one knew where he was. Then we saw a statement from Ethiopian Human Rights Commission, which shared its concern that whereabouts of Sisay Gobeze Gobeze Sisay were not known, and no one knew where he was, who arrested him. Government was silent, but last night, reportedly, the man has been released. He was blindfolded. He was left at his close to his house, and he has confirmed that he has been released. Was he tortured? No such claim from Gobeze Sisay that he was mentally or physically tortured so far, but name of Ethiopian intelligence agency is being mentioned. NIS, National Intelligence and Security Service of Ethiopia. It is being said that officials of this intelligence agency and some Ethiopian National Defense Force officials in plain clothes detained Gobeze Sisay for around 9 days. No charges were officially presented against him. No case was lodged against him. So he remained in illegal custody for around 9 days. But at last he has been released. Where was he kept? He says he does not know where he was kept. But he is pointing his finger towards Ethiopian Intelligence Agency and Ethiopian National Defense Force. Lastly, viewers, family members of an Ethiopian general have leveled some allegations against Ethiopian National Defense Force. Name of the general is General Mikasho. His family says that he is in hospital, the general, brigadier general, but family has been told to leave the hospital. Family is not being given access to the general, and the family says that the general might have been poisoned by the army. A very serious allegation. We don't know if he was poisoned or not, but family members have no access to General Makashaw, who is ill, admitted to a military hospital. His family is not being allowed to visit him. That is why these claims are being made. General Bekashau during Tigray conflict remained in Eritrea as well. Then from Eritrea he entered Ethiopia. He had to flee to Eritrea, and then he was back in Ethiopia. He's been fighting against Tigray fighters. Last year he was fighting as well, but now he is admitted to a hospital. I think the government should clarify why was he admitted to a hospital. Is he ill? What's wrong with his health? What about the allegations that he was poisoned by the family, not by anyone else, but his family is raising these questions and leveling these allegations that he was poisoned by the army. That is why he is inaccessible to the family. I'll update you about this story in coming videos. Thanks for watching.